Hey, welcome to an Artfight video. What it is? You got me. Usually I do a recap video for Artfight at the end of Artfight, but this year I thought to do a pre-recap of my goals and other things that pertain to Artfight. So I hope you stick around. Let's start with my goals for Artfight. My goals for Artfight is to do 400 pieces. I know, that's a lot. That's a lot. But hear me out. So 400 is a lot, I know, but with the amount of people attacking me, I feel like I can achieve that this year. I'm not saying I'm going to get attacked a lot, but I'm bracing myself for the worst, or the best. Artfight gives me some weird feelings, you know? I figured this year I will be taking a sketchbook with me. I know last year I did that on a smaller extent. This year I'm going to be working with watercolor, and I have some travel watercolors with me, so if I'm out doing errands and I'm stuck in a place, I could go ahead and watercolor up something really fast. However, I did test this out last week, and watercolor takes a little bit to dry. I'm hoping with the summer heat it will dry up a little bit faster, but I don't know. I might just take some other paper with me just in case. Alright, there's other pieces that I would like to do. Like, I would love to do a full-on Pretty Cure piece, like an all-star ensemble with other people's Pretty Cure OCs. I think that would be so cute. Oh my god. So that's on the docket of things I would like to do. I like to draw out some My Little Pony characters, Sonic characters. I want to draw out black and white characters, monochromish, if you will. And, just a lot of magical girls, honestly. Just like my comfort stuff. But that's just the usual. I'm going to be also trying out some art studies. There's a lot of art that I would love to draw, like style-wise, and I would like to study it. So Artfight will probably give me a prime time to kind of study it instead of just working on my characters for it. I think it'd be funner with other people's characters. So, let's get on to what do I expect from Artfight. Judging from last year, I got 42 attacks in 3 days. I can only assume I'm gonna get hurt very badly. Or at least my OCs will. Or they would be attacked goodly. And yeah. I expect some people to attack me from last year. Usually my game plan... Oh, I'm gonna hurt myself with this, aren't I? Usually, for Artfight, I attack very last minute people that are simple shaped or things that are characters that I think are fun. And things that I know I can draw really fast, and I'll draw that out really fast as like a last minute attack for like the last 2 days of Artfight. I'm pretty sure those people might attack me back really fast too, as a form of revenge from last year. So that might happen. Then again, it could not happen. I'm hoping not, but who knows? Who's to say? Oh, I'm also expecting to get tired. Let's not forget about that. Last year, I averaged about maybe 4 pieces per day. But this time, I don't know. I might burn myself out when I want to go for 400, right? But, it's pretty hard for me to get burnt out, actually. I'll still be tired and still be drawing. It's just after the event is when I feel really burnt out. But that's after the event. And usually it lasts like maybe 2 weeks at tops. So I'm not expecting too much, I hope. So the next thing, why? Why not? Because I feel with Artfight, you can grow a lot. So that's one of the reasons why I am doing Artfight. Seeing other people make their characters and get art too. Sometimes I love to read the comments underneath other people's art and seeing how gratitudeful. Is that a word? It's probably not. But just seeing how happy people are in general of getting art is just... It fills my heart with so much joy that other people can, bring their characters to life for others. And it's just... It's so nice. And I want to be a part of that. And that's one of the reasons why. Also, finding new artists. That's also a reason why I like to do Artfight. It just makes me so happy. And I just hope I could bring happiness to other people when they do this. I know it's kind of like a people pleaser kind of thing. Like, oh, it's an art gift. I know. But it's just, I love giving art. And it's one of those things where I don't have to feel awkward giving art outside of like a happy birthday or a Christmas or a gift-giving holiday. Just having this event is a really good reason just for me to draw art for others unprompted. So the next thing on the docket is YouTube. And you probably must be thinking, oh, she's going to talk about her YouTube videos and what they have done for her, right? And others. No. Other people's Artfight videos, mwah, I love them. I don't care if they're talking about the same points and how Artfight works for the 16th time. I will sit there and I will watch it. I might not comment it, but just know I watched every single Artfight video out there that is not a live stream, okay? I've been tempted to watch the other language ones, but I don't understand them. I am sorry. But the art's really pretty. So that's kind of been my goal when doing Artfight videos. I just want more people to talk about their experiences with Artfight, and the tips on Artfight is just like another thing in the docket that I'm like, oh, why didn't I think about that? It's nice to hear other people's tips on Artfight because I didn't think about that. So it's nice to hear other people talk about that. I always think that when I talk about Artfight videos, it's just I'm pointing out stuff, but nothing to be like, oh, a tip, you know? But it's nice. It's really nice to hear other people's things and opinions on Artfight, and I hope more people get to do it, and it's fun. So the next thing is a little drama. I got myself into little 3 dramas. It's easy stuff I got myself out of, and I fixed, and everything's fine now. I'm just tired. Maybe it left a little sour portion of that in my mouth for Artfight, but, you know, I'm not gonna let it hold me back from enjoying Artfight and enjoying stuff with you guys. And seeing everybody's amazing art, of course. I'm just already tired from my living situations and what I have to do. But, like, who isn't these days, right? So, I'm just trying to get through it, man. I just want to make pretty art, and for people in Artfight, and I want to get better at art, and I want to see other people's amazing art out there. And I don't mean any harm. So, a lot of people have been wondering, why do I say, don't attack me in Artfight, haha, hee hee. It's because it's reverse psychology, haha. That's right, you've fallen into my trap. You want to draw my characters, right? Haha, ha. I guess you don't have to draw them. I'm so tired. But by all means, if you want to, please go ahead and draw them. I'm not going to stop you. It'd be a lot of fun. And I'd jump at the chance to see what you guys have planned for my characters. Trust me. But I'm just really scared because, like, there's this thing where I have to draw revenges no matter what because I feel guilty. And it's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing. I will draw your characters because I want to. Just know, revenge is always on the table. I didn't want to record that, but I did. So anyways, I have added about 50-ish more characters to Artfight, I believe, if not 40. I think somewhere in that ballpark. I have 99 up right now. I do need to get one more up. I'm debating which one because I have even more characters on Unveil that I'm contemplating of putting up, but I have a pretty good idea of who I want to put up. But I put so many more characters in Archive. It's probably more than 10, I'm going to just tell you that now. Because a lot of the ones that are in Archive, I just put up for the sake of putting them up. And I didn't have any quite big story to them. That's not to say I don't have any characters up that don't have a story, like a full-fledged story. It's just, I really like their character design. And I wouldn't mind seeing art of them from others. For the majorities of these that I'm going to be talking about, they're going to have stories. I'll point out the ones that don't have stories. So we'll just say that. Of course, we got our mainstays, our main 6 on top. We got Mr. Beef Meat, Candy, Liz, and Quarter from the same series, The Fourth Unseen. They're my OCs from middle school, and I love them to death, and I still love them now, and I redraw them, and I have stories planned for them. I love them, is what I'm saying, and that's why they're on the top there. I put specifically Mr. Beef Meat on, like, the very top, because I love seeing art of him, and he's great. He doesn't get a lot, but when I do get it, it's so good. And then we have characters, Sandrick and Ballot. I made them back in, I think, late 2018, and I love them to death. I'm working on the indie animation pilot for these two, and they mean a lot to me. That I have, like, my middle school characters up here with some characters I made when I was an adult. It's pretty fun how that works out. Primarily on the first page of my OCs, it's gonna be, like, The Fourth Unseen, a lot of characters from my middle school days, even the ones that don't have, like, little symbols on them quite yet. I hope to change that soon within the next 3 days. Pink Cloud, Blue Star, and Starry are gonna be from the same series. However, they were part of The Fourth Unseen, but they were just characters that were just doing nothing for me in the story, so let's just shove them in a different story. They're all the same kind of species anyway, so that's why they're there. Missy is a character from high school. She was one of the first characters outside of the fourth unscenes. I'm just trying to, like, throw things at the wall and see what stuck, and she really stuck for me, so it was really fun making a new character once out of, like, however many years I was making OC. So she means a lot to me too, so that's why she's up there on the front page. Muffins for the win. We got Marshmallow Muffin up there on top. She means a lot to me as well. That's why she's there, and her story is kind of cute. I don't like the ending of it, but the first part is pretty good. Some of my standalone, non-Pretty Cure-esque magical girls are up there as well. Moonlit and Lulu. I really love their designs, and apparently other people do too, so happy to have them up there on the front. And one of my newer characters from last year's Artfight that I made specifically for Artfight, that now found herself in a little series called Halves, is up there on the front page as well. I love her to death. Also, Wevo is up there, and that was also another story I was working on in high school. I really love her design and her whole character or whatever. But, I know not a lot of people draw her, but I like her. It's funny because there's another character in that series she's from that gets way more fan art that I haven't really fleshed out all the way. And it's just hilarious. But to be fair, the design looks really cool, so... For the second page, I have some One Wish Roses characters on there. The ones that mean a lot to me anyways. We got Noelle and Rosie and Maple up there. Love them. We have our Sonic character as well. Below the bun. A lot of Pretty Cure-esque magical girls up there if you're interested. Alright, and third page. We have the Princess of the Future finally here, as you can see. But we also have some other characters that don't quite have a fleshed out story. We have Tatters, to be announced, and to be announced as well. Ram, I only worked on like maybe 5-10 pages of the webcomic for him. Oops, never uploaded it. But we also got our Soda Pop girls. I made a whole video series about it, like designing soda off of like magical girls or whatever, vice versa. I don't know. I do have like a story in mind for them, just an introduction to them or whatever, but I will get to that when I get to that. But I do like their designs. Quite frankly, since they are based off of other things like an existing product, I feel weird having them up there. So this probably will be the last year to have them up. But I do like their design. I do like their story. And I hope other people do too, because it's fun. And I do like them a lot. It's just... I want something more original when I post things up there. We got our old guy, like the only old guy out of like all of my OCs, which is pretty funny. He's fun. I do encourage people to draw him. And some OCs that I made just for Artfight, Wishful and Fluffsy, drew them on stream. And I have a special thing I'm working in with them for Artfight, because they are based off Artfight, and I have something planned for them. It's just very Artfight-esque. And we have our last page, which are a bunch of characters that I almost care less for. Almost. I love them. That's why they're here, of course. But I haven't done anything with them. I could do without if I needed to. We have Lion. He's missing his girlfriend up here. Oops. We have Distill Vanish, which is a Artfight character that I made this year as well, just for Artfight. But they are in the series Halves as well, because they're fun. Some Muffin for the Win characters up here. I don't do enough with them. They were just there for the story for like 1 or 2 pages, so oops. And have some Steeler characters. That was one of the first webcomics that I posted online, and I tried to keep up with. Oops, I didn't though, as you can clearly see. I could do without art of them, but I don't mind art of them, so there's that. And then, if you're feeling very spicy, you can go to the more OCs that will lead you to Unveil. I know, I said, oh, don't link off-site. I know, there's reasons to link off-site, and if those reasons are valid, it's fine. So, it's just to link off-site to see if you want to draw any more characters from my roster of, like, maybe 200 or more characters. So, I don't mind either way, because I love all my characters, like, so much. But for the most part, I believe that's it. I look forward to drawing everybody's characters and have a fun time. Have a lovely Asamoys. Take good care, and I'll see you on Artfight.